Well, hello there. Good afternoon. Today is Monday, August 27, 2012. This is the second video following the domain name registration video, okay? Well, today we're going to talk about cPanel. Now, you have to have a web hosting account in order to have cPanel, and each web hosting company might give you a different interface. Some of them use WHM, others use Plesk. For our purposes, I use HostGator. HostGator gave me cPanel, and I'm going to give you a walkthrough to cPanel. When I encounter the other host management systems, I will go ahead and give you a walkthrough with those. Okay. Now, what is a web hosting company? Well, a web hosting company is a place that basically gives a home to your website and your domain name. So just having a domain name by itself is not going to do you any good if you don't have a website or content that people are going to view. And also, the purpose of having your domain name is so that you give your website an address, which we just discussed in the domain name setup video, but just so that you get a little warmed up. Now, examples of web hosting companies are HostGator, which is the one that I use. There's Media Temple, and the Rackspace. There's Rackspace. There's also several others that are too long to list. You find and go with your favorite one. Make sure that they have a good reputation, meaning that they have good uptime, that they give you, reasonable amount of space, that they have good tech support. That's what's important, that they have a knowledge base and that they have tech support, and that they're always up. That's what really matters. For this example, like I said, we're going to go through cPanel using HostGator. I want to let you know, before I go any further, that my audio may not be all that great, and I'm aware of that. Okay, I'm working to get a better microphone, so please bear with me. I have typed out the instructions so that anything that you don't understand, it should be, more or less consistent with the video. The video is really just to give you a visual, and I put in a voice there so that you don't have to read that. It's hard to understand my voice. Sorry about that. I will work on, getting a better microphone as we go along. So, before we go any further, if you haven't created a domain name, please review the article and the videos that I posted earlier covering the domain name registration, and make sure that your name servers are pointing to the ones on your web hosting account. Okay, now I'm going to move forward, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to the URL of your cPanel, okay, and the URL given by your web hosting account, it's not going to look like your web address all the time, although you can use that, but I'm just going to go with the very basics, and we're going to go ahead and type in the username that they gave you and the password that they gave you and log in. So once we log into our control panel, okay, we are going to add the domain name that you pointed to this web hosting account, and by doing so, we're going to go ahead and scroll down to the middle of the control panel where we see domains. And you see that there's subdomains, add-on domains. Let's go ahead and click on add-on domains. Okay? Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to type in our new domain. So, let's type in a domain here. Okay, and you're going to notice that it's going to create the FTP username for you, also the folder for you, and it's going to create a password, okay? So for these purposes, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on the password generator, and it's going to give you a little password here, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste it to a safe file named, let's go ahead and name it self-entitled.com, okay? And now I'm doing this to make it easy for you. I would make it, if you're on a public computer, you don't want to save this on a public computer, okay? Because it's dangerous, and you should put it in a safe place unless you have a good memory. Okay, or if you choose an easy password you can remember, there's password programs out there that can crack it, and you don't want to do that. So I copied this password in a safe place, and then just click on use password, and it says very strong, so this is the reason why we want to go with our cPanel, because they know how to create random passwords. Then you just click on add on domain. Okay. Let me see if why is it red? The self-entitled Franklin, okay, go back. Yeah, let me make a little fix here. Anyways. .com, document root, password generator, and, let's see here. Okay, unfortunately I'm gonna have to click this, keep this here. Anyways, what we're going to do now is we're going to click on home. Okay, that was my screw up applicated. Just click on here, and what we're going to do next is we're going to create an email address for that account. Okay, and to create the email address, I'm going to create my name, my first and last name, and I'm going to map it to our new domain. There it is. Okay. The password, for the training purposes here, we're going to go ahead and use the password for our that we created over in our domain. So just give me 1 moment here to find it. There it is. I'm just going to use this password. Okay. And see that the password generator, I'm going to keep them the same for now. And you want to keep your mailbox code at 250 megabytes. If you have a lot more capacity, sure you can have more email space, but if you have like the basic package, I think I have the baby package, I'm just going to keep it at 250 MB, and just click create account. Okay, and it shows account created, and if I look for my account here, it's all ready to go. Okay, now we're going to scroll up and click on home. And now here's the exciting part, okay? I'm going to show you real quick. This is the URL that we're working on right now. The selfentitled.com is just one of my domains for a project that I'm going to work on as well. And if I click on refresh here, you're going to see that I have an index of an FTP port and CGI bin and Apache server. That's the basic default setup page that they give you when you first create a domain. That's not very exciting, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and give it some stuff, and that stuff is called some PHP and HTML code to make it more of a real website. And what we're going to do now is scroll down to Software Services and click on Fantastico Deluxe. Okay, in Fantastico, it's a program that allows us to install software. You don't have to download programs and do them the way people did them 20 years ago. Nowadays, they've made it real easy for you, and what we're going to look for is we're going to use WordPress. Okay, a lot of people use WordPress. You're probably going to be using WordPress, especially if you've got an affiliate marketing package or you're working under somebody, internet marketer's instruction to make money online. We're probably going to recommend WordPress because WordPress has an easy to use SEO thing called Acme, which I'll talk about later. So I clicked on WordPress right here. Okay, I'm going to click on New Installation. Okay, and we're going to select the domain name that applies to that installation. Okay, I'm going to leave this blank. The administrator is, I'm going to type in self-entitled. You can give your admin name anything you want. The password, I'm going to make it real easy right now. Okay, I'm going to delete that later. I just want you to get the idea. Admin nickname, okay, Frank. And the email address is frankamo@theselfentitled.com. And that's going to be the name of the domain. And the description, site about self-teaching with minimal resources and minimal financial resources and no scholarships. Okay, so we're going to click on installed WordPress. Okay, there is the status here. So just click finish installation to continue. Just click on finish installation. And it says do not remove this. WordPress, please notice. Okay, you need a username, password, your username, self-title. Okay, so we're going to do, it's going to create this little page here. Okay, that's going to be your WordPress page. What I'm going to show you right now, before we go any further, remember this index of, you click on it now and look what happens. Okay, this is what you should be looking at. Voila. Like I said in the text, this is the hello world for it. Now we got ourselves a web page up and running. Okay, and to the next phase, okay, is going to be on a separate video. Alright, as you can see, you got your WordPress set up. I'm going to walk you through the next steps, because setting up WordPress is going to be a whole video in itself. With this, please review the text. You can review the video. I'm going to go ahead and start closing this up. I wish you a great day. Have a lot of fun, because you're going to repeat